All right, good evening. I wanted to show a game from my 1924-25 NHL season replay this week, and this is the one that I've chosen to show. It's the Ottawa Senators visiting the Toronto St. Pats. The Senators come into it with a record of 4 wins, 3 losses, and 1 tie. And the St. Pats, on the other hand, with a record of 5-3, actually with a win here, they could be first place overall in the 6-team NHL for the 1924 season. Historically, they finished in second place. They're second out of six, the Senators in fourth. Although, one of the things that I really like about this season, another reason other than the fact that it was the Tigers' final season, that this appeals to me is that the top four teams actually finished neck and neck with one another. So, remains to be seen if I can replicate anything like that here, as it's relatively early. Can't even really say relatively early. It was a 30-game season, and so I'm actually almost a third of the way through it. So I like that as well. But this one, it's the Battle of Ontario about 95 years ago, or 96 or 7, actually, come to think of it. Yeah, 96 years ago, almost 97 now. The Ottawa Senators against the Toronto St. Pats. Or, again, Ottawa against Toronto, I guess. So I have some things off camera here, some charts and some statistical information as well. The first thing actually that I want to cover here is that so for these teams, Ottawa being on the road, they have right now 10 match cards in the match card pack, and the St. Pats have 17. However, Ottawa that could drop to 8 if I'm unable to roll a 9 or higher here to cure their injury pre-game. And so I'm going to do that now. And then I will do the same thing for the Toronto St. Pats, as they have a key player with an injury with a severity of 10. So let's see if the Sens get the star back in their lineup here. Oh goodness, they just missed it by 1 there. That's okay. That's an 8. So their star remains injured, so they lose 2 match cards from the pack. They're down to 8 going into this one. And let's see, the St. Pats could be down to 16. That's a 4. So they also won't cure their injury to their key players, so they lose a match card also. And so instead of 17-10, we're playing with 16-8. That could fluctuate if there are injuries in the game itself. And this is Gray Zone Hockey. It's an adaptation of the great game Blue Zone Hockey. And yeah, I've talked about it a few times before. This is just how I've arrived at playing this game. It's simplified. It's a little less shuffling during the game itself, and it allows me, I think, to get through a season project playing with all teams. Even if it's just 30 games and 6 teams, I can get through it in a reasonable amount of time, which for me goes hand in hand with the fact that well, I'm working full time, and I also have a couple of other projects on the go. So I like the balance and the variety in this. This has worked out really well so far. I can't really complain at all. I've been quite satisfied actually with what's been generated by this. So whoops. And just as I say that, of course, I drop a couple of cards like a big old klutz. So it's yeah, I'm going to shuffle these well. I shuffle them before every period, kind of much like shootout. I do things a little more shootout-esque, really, if you wanted to know. If you're curious how this is a little different from the original Blue Zone Hockey game. So anyway, so starting things off here, let's see. Okay, I have the half chance cards right here, and the chance cards right there. Like so, actually, if I turn that over, you might not be able to see it, but we'll see what happens. I'll put it on display here and then set it to the side. I only use these cards once per game. I'm never going to get through all 60 unless I have a game that has like 5 or 6 overtimes and a scoring chance on every play. In other words, never. So anyway, we get to the game here. 63, we're going to have a full chance here right off the bat. So if this card is black suit, it's going to be Ottawa's. And if it's red suit, it'll be the home team, Toronto St. Pats. So the Senators with the first chance. And it's a full one and an 8. So I check the full chance cards here, also known as the chance cards. And it says there's going to be a goal. So there's a goal right off the bat here for Ottawa. And I'll roll for the exact time here. First, maybe I'll take blue for time and red for goal scorer, and among other things. Apparently, just 20 seconds into the contest, it's the Senators here, scoring immediately. 68, player 68 is Buck Boucher. Buck Boucher getting the goal. Let's see if there is an assist. Basically, I'd have to roll below 40. 23, so Buck Boucher assisted by King Clancy. Boucher from Clancy just 20 seconds in. And before I forget to change the score here, it's 1-0 Ottawa. So right off the bat, it's pretty hard to win on the road in this season and in this project. So it is nice to see a road team get on the board, the away team getting on the board here early. So 1-0. Okay, second roll of the game, 64. All right. Let's see. It's going to be the St. Pat's actually looking to tie it. Here, and I should probably advance. So we're up to 1:40 and now up to 3:20. So the follow-up roll here on the full chance card here for the St. Pat's. And that's an 8, so that's going to be a goal. St. Pat's tie the game right away. So they've come right back here and even the score. Getting the exact time of this goal. That's an 81, so what I would do there is I'd add 81 to this, and so, 2:40 and then 21 seconds, so at 3:01 of the first period, scoring for the Toronto St. Pat's. That is player 2, that's going to be Babe Dye. He has well into the double digits of goals now already in this one. Actually, I can check here. That's his 11th, so maybe not so much well into it, but anyway, Babe Dye, and if there is a roll of 42 or below, there will be an assist on this one. That's 86, so it's Babe Dye unassisted here at 3:01 of the first period. We have a 1-1 hockey game. Okay, ushering it up to the 5th minute, and with this one here, there is no chance, nothing happening either way, nothing significant. And going into the 6:40 mark, the same thing. We don't have anything of consequence. And with a 16, 3 ones in a row there, so up to 8:20 now without anything. Okay, 25 that time, so 25, but once again, there is nothing at 25, so that's a half dozen cards right there. That means that I am halfway through the first period. Okay, 11. Ooh, that's actually going to mean an injury to the Toronto St. Pat's. So what I have to do, first I'm going to play the card before I forget to, because it wouldn't be the first time. Move this to 11:40, and I'm just going to roll the green here. By the way, the green is the 10s, and this sort of, it's kind of a dark chocolate brown color. It isn't quite black. It isn't, well, it is more of a brown hue if you look at it in person. But if this is 1 to 3, it means there's no significant injury to their lineup. And if it's a 4, 5, or 6, then it will be, and I'll provide further detail. So with the 5, actually, that means to another key player. So what that means for this is that the Toronto St. Pat's, let's see, I will give one match card, one visitor match card to Ottawa. What I've started doing since a few games into the season is I just mix this right into the pack right away, into the match pack right away. And what this simulates, to me at least, is the fact that right now the St. Pat's, having lost a key player, this could impact them immediately. I mean, it shortens their bench, and it could just really, provide momentum to the other teams. So the other team, again, with the fuller lineup in this case. So the St. Pat's down a key player here. And I could actually get the exact time of the injury. So sometime between 10 minutes and 11 minutes and 40 seconds. 51 there. So I'm going to say at 10:51 there was an injury to a key player for the Toronto St. Pat's. I will try, even if it makes this video a little longer, I'll try to track penalties and everything like that in this one as well here. Maybe make this one a little more thorough. I realize that'll make it less watched, but that isn't why I do this. Or if it is, it's for me first and foremost. I like going back through this stuff. So anyway, 13:20 at the 13:20 mark with a full chance. It's going to be a chance here for the St. Pat's to get ahead. And we're looking at a 2 and a 5. We're looking at a 7. 7 says slap shot goes in off post, goal. So it's going to be 2-1 here for the St. Pat's after surrendering that goal just 20 seconds into the contest. And scoring the goal for the St. We'll get the time first, because that's how I've been doing it so far. 26. So here at 12:06 precisely. Let me double check now. I should have 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So at 12:06, getting the goal for the St. Pat's. Let's see if Babe Dye can follow up. 39. 39 will be, yes, Babe Dye from 1 to 42. He scored 42% of his team's goals. Remember, it was 1924. So Babe Dye at 12:06 getting his second of the contest. Let's see if there is an assist on that goal. With a 17, there will be. Actually, it's going to be Babe Dye from Happy Day here once again at 12:06. It's 2-1 for the St. Pat's. And 26, so there will be nothing of consequence here in the next 100 seconds. Okay, 36 this time. We're going to have our first penalty of the game. That penalty will go to The visiting Ottawa Senators will get the exact time of the penalty and who got it. 81. 81 means 16:21, the time of the penalty. And getting the penalty, player 44. So I'm looking here. Buck Boucher with the penalty. He had a goal, he had a penalty. That's actually pretty common for Buck Boucher in Senators games then. And again, the time of the penalty is 16:21. So St. Pat's on the power play here for this next roll. 43. So it's really just a hapless power play or whatever here for the St. Pat's. We're up to the 18:20 mark now in the period. Final roll of the period, 64. We will conclude this one with a chance. It's a full one. It's going to the Senators now. A chance to tie the game here going into intermission. And that's an 11 roll. It's looking pretty darn good. Yes, so anywhere from 6 to 14, wrist shot high into the corner. That is a goal. It is 2-2 for the same, or 2-2 not for either team. 2-2 tie game. 2-2 is your score. And so into first intermission, but actually just before I do, let's get the exact time the goal was scored. That time it's a 74. So again, 18:20, 16 is 19:20 and 14 seconds. So we're at 19:34, scoring the goal for player 48. 48 is going to be King Clancy. Clancy, who had an assist on Boucher's goal. And is there an assist on this goal? I rolled a 93, so no, there will not be. It's King Clancy unassisted here at 19:34. It's a 2-2 score after one. All right, the cards have been shuffled. A fair bit of action in that first period. We have 4 goals scored, one just 20 seconds. Well, actually, the Senators' goals were bookends there, 20 seconds into it, and then with 26 seconds remaining in the first period. So it is 2-2 after one. Oddly, there were no half chances, actually, for either team in that period. There would have been, well, I guess, technically 2 full chances for each team. That's something else that I like to keep track of. So anyway, here we get going on the second period. We'll try to just cast. Actually, I should probably take these right out of the tray and put them there. Here, I'll do this for the rest of the game. Only use them if I need to. So 66, of course, right off the bat here, we have another scoring chance. Full chance at that. And this one will go to the Ottawa Senators here. Chance to take the lead, much like they did at the beginning of the game. So I'm going to try to roll and flip here. Okay, let's see here. 6 to 14. Slap shot deflected in from crease, and that is another goal for the Ottawa Senators. So the St. Pats are just not starting on time here in these periods. 68, so this was a minute 8 into the frame, and scoring the goal this time for the Senators. 15, that's Cy Donnelly. Donnelly with probably like his 16th point of the season. I am curious to check that out, and of course my computer is not obliging here. It's I don't know, I guess it was a long day of work, and so it's just, it's going to need another moment here. So I can't actually get the, okay, there we go. So yeah, it is his 16th point, and this is the Senators' 9th game. So quite a prolific point getter in his era with Cy Donnelly. So 108 is Cy Donnelly. Let's see if there is an assist on the goal, actually. 54, there will not be an assist on the goal. So we play on. Let's get rid of these. And, oh dear, that almost went to the coffee mug. Okay, 21, so there's going to be nothing in the follow-up. And we roll forward here with a 45, same thing, quarter of the way through the period now. Okay, 31, so there's going to be a penalty this time. I don't have to turn that over, actually. 31 will be a penalty to the home Toronto St. Pat's. Let's get the time of the penalty, somewhere between 5 minutes and 6:40, 79, so that'll be at 6:19 for the Toronto St. Pat's. Getting that penalty, player 95 on the St. Pat's, that is Mike Neville. Actually, Mike Neville, that might be his first penalty all season. I'm actually going to quit clicking this computer here off camera. It's not obliged. I'm just going to say, yeah, it's probably Neville's first of the campaign. And so that means the Sens are going to be on the power play here for the follow-up roll. And let's see what, if anything, that they can do with that. So, okay, Neville here at 6:19 rather, with the penalty for the St. Pat's. 65, of course, actually, so all full chances. I don't even have to turn that over. That is going the Sens' way. And sometime between 6:40 and 8:20, let's see here. It's going to be a chance +1. 6, but it's +1. So, they only needed a 6 to score. So we have a high-scoring affair here. I've been having these lately, actually. I think some games were pretty low scoring more often than not, actually, out of the gate with the schedule. But the last few have really been picking up a lot of like 6-5 type scores, or a few 6-5 type scores recently. Anyway, 4-2 here. Let's get the exact time of that power play goal. That's 45. So, so 6:40, yeah, I'm 45. So it's 7:25. The power play goal was scored by player 17. That's Cy Deneni once more there, his second of the night. Little surprise there. Any assist on it? 38. So assisting on Deneni's goal was Frank Nybor for the Senators there. Deneni from Nybor at 7:25 of period 2 we play on. Okay, 23 this time, so there'd be nothing doing there. I can double check. I think that brings us to the half. Indeed, it does. So we're at the halfway point now of the game and the second period. And with the 35, there's going to be a penalty to the Senators here. A chance for the St. Pats to get back within one. We'll get the time again here of the penalty call. 30, so 30 seconds, so at 10:30 actually. And 48 for the Senators. Going to the box is Edwin Gorman. He's had a few of them this campaign. Gorman in the box here for a pair, as all penalties are with this simplified abstract hockey game that I enjoy so much. And so we're going to roll it up to 13:20 here with the Pats with the man advantage. And 44, that means it's going to be a relatively useless power play here for the St. Pats. So we play on 32. There's going to be a penalty to the St. Pats after that, evidently taking one in frustration. Let me see here. That should have 9 cards, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so we're 3/4 of the way through the period, sometime between 13:20 and 15 minutes. Let's see here, 14:31 precisely, getting that penalty for the St. Pat's player 88. Player 88 is Toots Holloway. It is Toots Holloway going to the box for a pair. We're going to roll here for the Senators. 55, there'll be a half chance, so it could be a shorthanded one for the St. Pat's. Let's flip and see. Indeed, the St. Pat's here, they do get a shorthanded chance, a shorthanded half chance, so it's going to be half chance -1 for their sake. 9 on the half chance, the first half chance actually all game, and 9 -1 is 8, so shot from the slot, goalie is screen, by makes a pad save. I think that should read but makes a pad save. Anyway, so shorthanded chance there, unsuccessful for the St. Pats. Okay, 61, full chance coming, full chance, that's going to go to the Ottawa Senators, and 2 on the full chance. That's not looking good. So yeah, deflection saved by the goalie. That's actually the first chance that was unsuccessful in this game. So let's double check here. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, as I suspected. Okay, so one more roll here to conclude the second period. 64, we concluded with a chance. This chance going back to St. Pat's way here. Chance to get back to within 1. And this time with an 8. So we're looking here, 8 on the full chance. That's going to be a goal tucked away into the corner. So like in the first period, we get a goal here late in the second, 83, so that's going to be at 19:43 this time. And the first, it was at 19:34. And 19, player 19, that's going to be Babe Dye. Is that Babe Dye's third goal of the contest? I think that gives him a hat trick. Babe Dye, that'd be, I think, goals 11, 12, and 13 for him, if I'm not mistaken. And I very well could be. The camera does that. So whoops, what am I doing? See, the camera does that too. I'm just playing the camera for everything here. 47, so no assists on the goal. It's Babe Dye unassisted here, 19:43, and 4-3 is your score going into the second intermission. Okay, this game hasn't been much if you like defense and goaltending, because I just wanted to go through and double check. So far, there have been 9 chances, 8 full and 1 half, and 7 goals scored on those 9 chances. And actually, if you take away the half chance there, really, we've had 7 of 8 so far for full chances. So anyway, it was 2-2 after 1, 4-3 after 2. And let's drop the puck here for period 3. 52, we're going to start things off with a half chance. That half chance going to the St. Pat's here. It's going to be a chance to tie it in the early going. And with a 9, let's see. Let's have a look at the half chance there. Taken out by a defenseman. So the St. Pat's failed to tie here. Okay, 35 this time. That'll be a penalty to the Senators. Let's get the exact time and who got the penalty. Let's see here, 16. So I'm going to say at 1:56. And getting that penalty, 93, player 93 on the Senators. I'm looking at Frank Finnegan. Finnegan in the box for 2 from the 1:56 mark here in period 3. Okay, 21, that's going to be nothing there on the St. Pat's power play. So we advance on into minute 5 here, a quarter of the way through the third period. And with a 25, once again, it's going to be a lull, 100 seconds. 34, there will be another penalty actually to the Senators here. Let's get the exact time. 94, so 94 seconds. I believe that's at 8:14. Do a double check here, quick card count. 5 in, so yeah, at 8:14 this one will be. And getting that penalty for the Senators, player 57, is Edwin Gorman with his second penalty of the night. So Gorman for 2 here at 8:14. St. Pat's back on the power play. 64, that's automatically a power play chance for the St. Pat's here. Good chance for them to tie this game. going into the halfway mark of the third period. 6, let's see, it's going to be 6+1 since they're on the power play. Look at that, easily slotted home a goal. We have a 4-4 game here, just like I like it when I decide to video record one. 4-4, let's get the time. The goal was scored, 8:20 and some change in 94. I actually might knock that back 30 seconds ago because I remember the penalty, 30 seconds or so, because the penalty was taken at 8:14. This is where, because the time is, I like how Dave Gardner said it recently, it's window dressing anyway, and so I might actually reverse that and I'll say at 49. So let's say at 9:09 because that'd be about a minute into the power play. I don't know, 8:14 up to the, well, come to think of it, let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So no, that would be at 9:54. So no, that's fine. That's a minute 40 into the man advantage. So yeah, 9:54 scoring the power play goal. Let's see if anyone other than Babe Dye scores. Yeah, Jack Adams actually. Jack Adams getting the goal on the power play and assisting on it. 79, there will be no assist. Jack Adams unassisted on the power play at 9:54. Okay, 4-4 hockey game. 46. There will be no chance, no play for either team. Okay, 44 this time, same thing. We're not going to get anything. I should advance that a couple more spaces, though. This time, oh dear. Okay, 23. Sorry if that's not etiquette. So there's going to be another, just kind of a null 100 seconds. 32, that's going to be a penalty to the St. Pats. Oh dear. Let's see here. The exact time, and again, I think that's the 10th card, is it not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. So here in between the 15 and 16:40 mark, I'll take that roll of 17. I'm going to say at 15-17. And the player 60 here on the St. Pats is Bert Corvo, 58-82. He gets like a quarter of all his team's penalties, so a little surprise there. Corvo in the sin bin for a couple. And 13, and the Sens do absolutely nothing on it. We're up to 18-20 now. One more roll here in regulation, then we go to a 10-minute overtime. 45, so there'll be nothing here in the final 100 seconds of the third period. It's 4-4, and we are going to have a single extra inning on ice here in just a moment. Sometimes I get an idea and I'm a little embarrassed that I hadn't thought of this sooner. So since it's 12 cards during a regulation period, and in this case 6 for a 10-minute overtime period, I've just taken the 6 cards that I'm going to use for it. I don't know why I never thought of that until just moments ago, but that's why I like, again, the more you play, the more little ideas, little things that you come up with to, make things easier, more logical, and it's just one of many things that I enjoy about the hobby. So anyway, 4-4 after 3, kind of a quieter third period, actually. The St. Pats managed to tie there in the power play, and there's just the 1 goal scored after, let's see here, a combined 7 goals, through the first couple of periods. Anyway, with that said, get things started here for overtime without further ado here. Single 10-minute overtime periods. 1924 hockey with a full chance right off the bat. Let's see who this one is going to. The St. Pats here, they are devils in overtime. This wouldn't be the first time should they manage to, should they be successful here, I guess, for lack of a better way of putting it. Okay, 5 and a 4, so I'm going to check the full chance here for the St. Pats. And lo and behold, they've done it here in Hockey Unreal once more. It is the St. Pats, and they often get down in these games too. They're feisty. They fight their way back here. So 5-4 in overtime. We'll get the exact particulars, unlike the other time where I got a little too nervous and crapped out and forgot to even give, somewhat anticlimactically, didn't even give the game winning, the goal scorer or whatever. So 52 seconds precisely into the OT. And player 99, wow, that's someone rare. That's going to be Rod Smiley for the St. Pats. 99 exactly, getting that goal. 54, there are no assists on the goal, so it's Rod Smiley, individual effort here. Probably surprised the Sens. 52 seconds in to the overtime frame, and there you have it. It's 5-4 your final score for the Toronto St. Pats, who now they improved to 6-3-0. They surpassed the Montreal Canadiens, who have the record of 5-3-1. So it'll be the St. Pats going into the half, or not the half, but the 9-game mark of the season. You get the idea, I hope. So yeah, the St. Pats with a record of 6-3 now. In first place, the Senators will fall to 4-4-1 with the defeat. And it's Rod Smiley here with the game-winning overtime goal. A bit of an unlikely hero if numbers, are any indication of that. So, anyway, I realize this is about 25 minutes long now. It's not a short one. I like to talk my way through things, and I know I've done it before. And perhaps if you've seen some of my other videos playing this game, it's a bit redundant to you, but it's just how I like to do things. I do what makes me comfortable, and if it's anything that you'd like to give any time to, any time given to this video, any consideration to this channel may never be expected, but it is always appreciated. So anyway, with that, I think I'm going to resume some more hockey enjoyment off camera in one way or another. So cheers, thanks, and bye for now.